students because our stakeholders do not think that that is valuable. But this is changing, and we are going to now offer our own degrees. A house of ABU, and the last one is sustainability. We have two main offices in Africa. The headquarters, I am from Senegal. You know where Senegal is? Senegal. No, okay, I will show you where Senegal is. But our headquarters are in Nairobi, Kenya. All right, so this is a map of Africa. Okay, and Senegal is here, right? It is close to Peru. You see, I am from Senegal, right? But AVU is here in Kenya, Nairobi. So I live in Nairobi. That's where the headquarters are. Okay? So this is a map of Africa, and we are in 30 countries in Africa. Blue is Francophone, French. Orange is English-speaking countries. And green is Portuguese-speaking countries. And red is Arabic, Sudan. So these are the countries we cover in Africa. So we work with governments, with institutions and donors. The donors like the African Development Bank is the biggest contributor to AVU. We have received $15 million from them to help do our activities. What do we do at AVU? What kind of activities do we have? Most of our activities, I would say 75 to 80% of what we do at AVU is about capacity building. We build capacities of state members, and we build capacities of universities. The first activity we do is infrastructure. I will talk about that. And training of trainers. And then we also do content development. We do open educational resources, research and development of professional networks, community of practices, gender mainstreaming, quality assurance, and evaluation. So these are the activity we do in each country with our partner universities. We also have some educational programs, certificate, degree, consortium program, joint programs, self-learning, webinars, and workshops. I would like to know how much time I have here. It's good. All right. Who have taken here an online course? Oh, that's very good. Okay. So I will just take 1 minute to explain how we offer our online courses. All right. Our model is based that when you go to Africa, I do not know Peru very well, but when you go to Africa, in the cities, most of the cities, you have the internet, you have electricity. But when you go to rural places, that's not the case. So our model of delivery take into account a student, a learner who have internet 24 hours a day, a computer, and someone who does not have a computer but can access a computer 1 or 2 times a week, for instance. And we call that the student under the 3. Okay? And when we deliver our programs, we have an online portal. It's always 24 hours a day available online. And we have live streaming. All right? But all the courses are recorded and are available 24 hours a day. And our instructional material, learning material, are in different format. You will find them online. You'll find them on CD-ROMs, USB keys, and we also have printed book. So if a learner is taking our course, whatever their situation is, they are able to receive the materials. And then for the live sessions, they will have to go to a place where there is a computer and a connection. And that could be live, synchronous, or they can look at the recording later on. This is basically how we work. And our instructors could be based from anywhere. And when we broadcast our courses, it's across different countries. And it's very interesting because of the time differences. In between, you know, in Africa is big. Sometimes you have difference of 3 hours or 4 hours between countries. So these are things that we need to take into account. I will talk about briefly two projects that we have implemented. This is what we call the AVU Multinational Project. We had 10 countries in this project and 12 universities. So what we have done, we bring 10 universities together with African Virtual University. And in Africa, one of the biggest problems is teacher education. Teacher education. We do not have enough teachers at primary schools and secondary school. So many countries have a big program for teacher education. And we decided to have a online distance and online teacher education program. We started with these 10 countries. And so we developed 4 bachelor of math and science, 4 bachelor of education in mathematics, chemistry, biology, and physics. And how it works is that we have 12 universities in these 10 countries. And each of these universities will be offering the online program in their own country. Because in each country we have Francophone speaking countries, Anglophone speaking countries, and Portuguese speaking countries. And we have developed these textbooks, 219 textbooks. There are math, chemistry, physics, teacher education, and they are for free. It means that anyone in Africa can access them, anyone in anywhere can access them. So now we have a portal that we call OER at AVU. You can go to that portal, and if you are interested, we do not have the materials in Spanish. We have it in Portuguese. If you want, you can utilize the materials. You have to Google OER at AVU. There are 2 million users worldwide in 201 countries. We just put the courses online. There is no facilitation. We say whoever wants to use it, you can use it. If you are an instructor, you can use it. If you are a self-learner, you can use it. And we have now 201 countries coming, students and people coming and taking these courses. So you are very much invited to do so if you can take the course in Portuguese. And I asked this question yesterday. Can you imagine which is the first country using the materials? Senegal, no. Portugal, no. Brazil. Yeah, Brazil is the first country among the 201, and we do not know why, because we didn't develop it for Brazilians. But right. And now, because of this success, we are working now with 21 countries to develop a computer science program, because computer science is another area that is very important for Africa. We need scientists in computer science. So we are developing we have now with 27 universities and 21 countries. We are reviewing the 219 textbooks. It was developed 40 years ago, so we are reviewing it. And we are developing a new Bachelor of Applied Computer Science. And we also have programs on peace and conflict resolution, community of practice. Gender mainstreaming is important because I do not know Peru, but in Africa, we do not have many female ladies and girls in math and science programs. We have a lot of male like me, but not a lot of female. So we have a big program in Africa to encourage females to uptake math and science programs. You see, when you go to Africa, wherever you go in Africa today, most of the part, if you have a cell phone or a tablet, you can have access to the internet. But the infrastructure is not very well developed. So we are setting up a mobile learning laboratory. It is a research and development laboratory so that we can see how we can unlock the potential of mobile learning in Africa. And that will have a big impact on how people would access online education in Africa. You cannot probably learn from a mobile phone because the screen is very small, but if you use tablets that are bigger and a combination of mobile phone and tablets and computers, we could come up with increased access to education. We have an annual conference. It's like a conference like online virtual educa, but a smaller one in Nairobi, Kenya. And I would like to invite all of you to come to Africa and attend our conference. So that would be a good way of and connecting with Africa. Do you know what MOOCs is? MOOCs. Who have taken MOOCs here? Yeah. I don't know how you call it in Portuguese, in Spanish, but we call it Massive Open Online Courses. This AVU is investing in this because it has the potential to upscale access to higher education in Africa. So what we have done,